Welcome to BTAM's bold approach to our project's business. In this course, you'll learn more about the programming role and new workflow in this transition. For many years, the role of programming has been performed by high-level specialists. However, due to the current growth of our business, the ever-changing complexity of the systems that we work on, and the introduction of new technologies and products, these specialists are in high demand and at times unavailable to complete programming tasks. As part of BT's new approach to its project's business, program design is being moved from the job site to the office for improved quality and efficiencies. The Zone programming team has been established within the Zone Technical Center, with all programmers in a given zone reporting to a programmer supervisor. This team will manage a pool of programming tasks for projects and work with project managers, design engineers, and field specialists on project teams. The team will implement as-designed control sequences as they build solutions, enabling simplified commissioning by specialists. Programming in the Zone Technical Center is the process of interpreting the control strategy of a sequence of operation and creating the strategy in our system software language. The new programming workflow is as follows. Our design engineer is directed through the job specification to create a sequence of operations. The programmer is tasked by the design engineer to provide programming to complement the system design. To achieve customer requirements, the programmer will create a program and the virtual points and write a functional test, which makes sure the program achieves the agreed sequence of operations. The on-site specialist executes the functional test to confirm the system meets customers' requirements. The programming process is managed in Rike to ensure a consistent approach and clear deliverables that are required in all projects. Through the programming process, a programmer is responsible to define the sequence of operations, follow defined programming standards, to build all virtual points and required initial values, provide a test plan for all programs provided, provide a functional test used on-site during commissioning, and submit requests for information needed to clarify items. Each of these deliverables are part of the digital deployment package. The programming elements of the deployment package is physical and virtual points, the program and functional test. Some additional responsibilities of the programmer include maintaining the quality of the control strategy from the sequence in the job submittal to the program, educating the design engineer's field specialists on the control strategy design, and validating every program in a virtual environment. The expectations are that the programmer will test the program so when it is installed it will be error-free. The programmer will build a functional test. The specialist will execute the work using the functional tests. Programs will be tested completely at the project site and documented during the functional test. The programmer will spot-check system to identify any needed field changes in order to achieve the goal of error-free delivery. The automated programming tool, APT, is to be used for all building automation programming. With APT, our programs will be consistent and efforts will be more efficient. APT replaces our current CSAL programming method. CSAL has a number of error handler solutions. APT delivers infinite programming solutions tailored to the customer's needs. To compare the efficiencies of APT and CSAL, consider this example. It takes an average of 5 hours to create a CSAL solution from scratch. APT can create the same solution in 1.5 hours. In addition, APT provides the sequence of operation and all the virtual points which CSAL does not. With this, we will increase our resources to program with a goal of 50% reduction in effort. APT will satisfy 95% of the customer's needs. The programmer will need to complete additional programming changes to meet any unique situations and still follow standards. It is recognized field changes will also be required on the job site due to field conditions or customer requests. Any changes requested need to be sent to the APT administrator so they can be added to the tool for everyone else to use. It is important that each APT user provide feedback through the tool. This will allow new features to be added in response to market changes. Implementing new solutions in APT will assist other programmers and specialists who have similar customer requirements. When developing a program, it is expected to follow the BT standards. The following naming standards are supported by APT. Point name suffix, point descriptor as displayed in the sequence of operation, initial values of the virtual points, ramp timing, reset schedules, and controls for each mode and safety. It is recognized that account standards may be created to meet customer requirements. Some reasons for varying from the standards are vertical market requirements and customer-specific requirements. These standards can be shared by everyone using APT. Please take the time to review the standards, which can be found on the APT SharePoint. To ensure quality and maintain consistency, Rike is used along the project workflow. Programmers will work with the project manager to formalize the schedule and track changes using Rike tasks. The design engineer will use Rike with the programmer to provide guidance about the sequence of operations. Finally, the graphic designer will work with the programmer to determine what information is needed to build dashboards to meet customer requests. The engineering process in Rike has been streamlined and allows you to know what tasks are assigned to you with clear deadlines and deliverables. The project manager is responsible for the deliverables of the project. Programmers are not to change sequences without the project manager's approval. Any requests from the customer must be documented in an RFI. Any changes are to be completed at the direction of the project manager. Keep in mind that the job specification is a legal binding document and RFIs are used to modify the job specification. Any requests from the customer must be documented in an RFI. Now let's summarize what we have covered in this course. An objective of BT's bold approach to our project's transformation, programming will be done in the office by the zone programming team. This will enhance efficiency, meet standards, deliver quality which meet customer expectations, and ensure consistency of BT-provided programs. The assigned programmer will use productivity tools including APT, PPCL Debugger, and others to provide a standardized sequence of operations, consistent point database naming conventions, predictable programming blocks and comments, defined commissioning instructions, and the completed digital deployment package. This new workflow will deliver high-quality, consistent, pre-tested programs, provide specialists with solutions which follow programming standards, final as-built programs that achieved as-designed sequences, and flexible standardization that maintain quality and consistency. Within the established digital deployment process, you'll provide quality programming to meet the customer's requirements. As we work to achieve the smart project delivery approach, our programmers will improve the quality of our engineering and decrease our time to deliver solutions and differentiate us from our competitors.